Hi, today is September 17th, 2025, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1444 for the year, Celebration Birth. I took photographs of every single work of art in the Richard Pousette-Dart show at the Museum Frida Burda. On my second and final day, I approached for the final time Celebration Birth, a painting like so many Pousette-Dart paintings that I may never see again, as it is held by a private collector. As I tried to say goodbye, I had a hallucinogenic experience, as sections of the painting seemed to jut out at sharp angles and knocked me off balance. I stepped back until the painting was flat again, but when I reapproached it, I experienced the experience again. Later, I saw that the photo I took of Celebration Birth was way off center, was at a sharp angle. I could have corrected the photo with software, but it seemed right as it was, so I didn't. Poem number 1445, it's a haiku, Two Crows. Two huge black crows perched on the brightest, whitest perch, perfect, not besmirched. Poem number 1446, but no. As you pass through the gate and you think you're about to board the plane, but no, they're putting you on a bus. But how big can the airport be? You figure you'll be on the plane in a couple of minutes. But no, it's like it was a 15 fucking minute bus ride, and then you get to the plane and the bus doors won't open for another 5 fucking minutes, and then you're on your plane and in your seat. And even with all that, it's still 5 minutes before the scheduled Abflug. Apparently, Abfahrt is train departures and Abflug is planes. But then the pilot says we're waiting for some connecting passengers, and you're thinking about how on Monday you and Dogbowl fly to Sydney, and you decided that the 51-minute layover at Dallas-Fort Worth was too brief, so you changed your flights because neither of you assumed they would hold the Sydney flight for you. But no, here you are still in Frankfurt, not you and Dogbowl, just you, waiting for the connecting passengers. And you would be singing under your breath, fuck my life, fuck my life, fuck my life, except you don't really give a shit, and you're glad you're not one of the motherfuckers that your plane is waiting for, because you'd be full of anxiety, wondering whether you'll make your connection, maybe not knowing they're holding the plane. You'd be so upset and panicked maybe if you were in that situation. But no, you're in your window seat and you can sit here for the next 8 hours and not worry about a goddamn thing, except for the minor concern that you might not be able to sleep on the plane. But no, you'll sleep. You'll be okay. Soon your eyes will be closed and you'll be flying and you'll be just fine. Poem number 1447, same line, same title. As I sat on the plane, I thought about how yesterday, while waiting for my vegan burger, the day before, the restaurant played a song, and it sounded like the first line was "My heart is a flower." I have a song called "My Heart is a Flower," whose first line is "My heart is a flower," and I wondered whether this song had the same title as my song. So I Shazammed and Googled, but no, the song doesn't have the same title as my song. The song has the same title as the Harry Nilsson song, "Without You." And the last poem of the day, poem number 1448, Flying Sober. Before I quit drinking, I used to get to the airport early so I could have a few drinks in the airport bar before getting on the plane, because flying used to scare the shit out of me. But then I quit drinking and I had to fly sober, and that took some getting used to, and those first few flights freaked me out. I used to think about my life and I'd make peace with the possibility of death, but after so many flights that turned out not to be fatal, I started to relax, and now I almost like flying, and I'm fine flying sober, and I'm almost positive I'm not going to die in a plane. I mean, what are the odds? All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.